Okay, what we're gonna do right now is definitely GGPLOT this. So as we learned before, this is about how many people are dying, civilians, in each type of violence, basically the type of conflict it is. And let's take a look. It takes a while. This is a huge data set. So what we got here, it's not the nicest, I want to make that clear. It's not the most beautiful graph, but it does tell us something, right? So if you look at it, this one-sided conflict, like, wow, those cartels are really killing people, is very high up here. You could run robust regression later, but this is very important. So look at the amount of civilian deaths up here. Then you have non-state actors like guerrilla groups, and then you have state-based. State-based, this really surprised me that these one-sided were so just brutal. That was a big surprise for me that more civilians were dying. But I guess when you look at one-sided, as we saw up here, that's all state. It's so big, this data set, that, you know, it's tough to go through it. You may want to do it on the Excel. If you see it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. It's massive. So let's go way up here. So the one-sided you see here, these are things like, these are civilian deaths, remember. This is where we're getting the information. I'm glad, like, it's in Arabic and other languages, which are good. But let's take a look. Mosul town, where, region, that this happens to be the Middle East. Good, we're breaking from Latin America. See, it's taking a minute. This is a really huge data set. I don't know why it's not going, but if you look, this is what we're looking at: civilian deaths, region, country. And then we can break it into regions later if we want. Oh, okay, this is like, you know, part of the groups. We can also, with the longitude, latitude, we can also use the leaflet package and basically create a map with that. So there's a lot you can do. This is what we do. We're just using GGPLOT 2 here, and I can send out this code. It's GGPLOT. That's the name of the data set, I called it. That is type of violent deaths, right? Fill with death civilians, so it shows. And then you've got plus GM box plot, the outlier. I put that in dark red because look at all the outliers. Scale, and then these are the colors, but you can't really see red, color, and orange. And then we can actually, if you are interested, to make it see how that works. This is GGPLOTly, as I've asked in quizzes and stuff, is the interactive one. Let's take a look at how long this is going to take. Oh, it didn't even go up yet. Look at my things stay up there. I wonder if that's just the end of the data set. Civilian deaths, death as we wait for that. It doesn't even seem to be loading. There it is. So the thing about this, it's going to take a bit. You could, yeah, here it is. There's the max. Wow, is that 40,000? That's like intense. Wait, if that's 3 cent, this is crazy amount. See, it's tough to get it going. Could also be, and I have a game computer. So, I mean, but this is such a massive data set. Barely can move on the R Studio. Would it be better in Python? We don't know. But that's it. And that's how you basically code for these. So we've got, oh my goodness, I don't even know that number. It's so high. As I said, that's Dr. Crow's monthly salary, I heard. So that's it, everyone. We just did a plot with GGPLOT, and then we just did a Plotly with that. Take care, everyone, and thanks for listening.